Don Spencer had a glittering career in pop music before he became a household name to millions of preschoolers as a host on Play School for the ABC nearly 30 years ago. And while he shared stages with legends like the Rolling Stones, the Hollies and the Four Seasons, it's sharing the joy of music with kids that is his true passion. And as he gets a little closer to his 80th birthday, he's showing no signs of slowing down. Don Spencer is with us now. It's great to see you.
Getting close to my what?
I know, I kind of had to go, really?
What?
Are you well?
I'm past that, actually.
You're past it?
Yeah, sure.
How old are you now? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 83.
Stop it!
Yeah. I still play tennis. You want a game?
Yeah.
And you still play tennis?
What's wrong with that?
You cartwheeled into
you.
here. I saw you tumbling and everything.
I'll do a couple of somersaults for you if you like.
You look fantastic. I was a huge fan growing up, and I was fascinated to learn as well that you actually toured with the Rolling Stones back in the day. Can you give us some tour stories, what you got up to on the road?
Look, I'll tell you some absolute stories and then we can all go to jail.
It got that wild?
Let's say it was pretty wild. Not me, but...
Oh, yeah.
No, I actually did about 48 concerts with them all in all. I did a couple of different tours all around England, British Isles, because I was based in London then. And I look like a dude in that shot there. Right.
Look at you.
Look at that.
That was my Andy Williams days. I went from rock and roll to, yeah, whatever. So, no, it was wonderful touring with them. It was the first tour I did, so it was amazing for me because I actually started as a songwriter. I didn't intend to be a singer, and they said, oh, you got to go and sing your songs, and they put me on with these rock stars, and, you know, I pretended I knew what I was doing, but it was unbelievable, the crowds. Everywhere we went, there was like police crowd control. Even the hotel we stayed in, there'd be 5,000 kids chanting outside the hotel just about all night. It was unbelievable hysteria to see it. And it was amazing. And at one time, I used to play guitar and do my stuff before the Stones came on. And it got to the stage where they're just screaming for the Stones, you know. So I used to put up these little signs. The Rolling Stones will not be appearing tonight until I finish. Whoa, you know, it was like pandemonium, but I got more applause doing that than singing, you know.
Fantastic. Wow. Now, Don, while you were in England, you hosted a TV show as well, and you interviewed the likes of Meryl Streep and Dustin Hoffman. Oh,
yeah, it was a wonderful a gig because I did meet, many famous people in that era. Yeah, certainly Dustin Hoffman. Got on great with him, and Meryl was lovely. It was, there were a lot. I won't go through the name-dropping thing, but I was very lucky because even when I stopped the pop singing thing, I did a series with Ronnie Barker, and I was lucky enough to be, excuse me, there's a film with Barry Humphries, because he was working at BBC, so I did one of his crazy Barry McKenzie films, and no, I had a wonderful time. I was just, I kept doing things I'm never quite sure what I was doing, but...
Tell me about it.
You're doing just good.
Kind of the story of my life, actually.
And then you hosted Play School in the UK and here in Australia for nearly 30 years, which is so interesting. The best children's entertainers always have a proper rock music background. Why do you think that is? Why do you think... what's the appeal of going into children's TV?
I always had a kind of parallel career once I started. I've always loved writing children's music, and I've always loved performing for children because, you know, they are so honest. They're not judging, you know, what you look like, what you're wearing. They either like you or they don't, and it's purely, that's it. So if you can connect with children and they really react to you, then it's lovely. And I've always loved it. I once had a Tonight Show, excuse me. I once had a Tonight Show at the same time I was doing Play School. And the producer said, look, the show's going great, because I used to wear a fancy, like, nice suit or a dinner suit sometimes in those days and sing these, you know, jazz songs and all things. And the producer said, look, you're going to have to give up that kid stuff in the morning, because in the morning you're an elephant and you can't be sophisticated at night. And I said, I'll tell you what, I bet I'm doing the kid stuff long after this show's forgotten. And nobody remembers that Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's right. Just look at the Wiggles.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Great guys. Yeah.
Great.
Great guys.
Yeah.
You've had such an impact on children's lives, and still to this day now, the disadvantaged children with the creation of the Australian Children's Music Foundation.
Yes, I started that. We're going on 19 years now.
Wow.
And the idea, obviously, is that we want to help disadvantaged children, and music's a wonderful way to bring them joy and involve them and give them something positive to work with in their lives. And it crosses all barriers, music, so it's a wonderful thing to see what it does. It's great with literacy, numeracy, self-esteem, self-expression, and we work wherever we can in disaster areas and things like bushfire areas and things like that. So we worked in the bushfire areas in Victoria in 2009 for 3 years, in all the schools that were affected by the bushfires. And we've just opened a couple of new schools up in the Batemans Bay, Ogo, and another one up in Wingham, just near Taree, all places were affected by the bushfires.
Fantastic.
You know, what with the virus, a lot of people have kind of forgotten the bushfires and the drought, but
Sure.
We haven't.
Yeah,
So,
no, it really is fantastic. And you have a remastered collection of greatest hits coming out?
yeah, it's called Greatest Hit, actually, singular, actually. It's
Just one on repeat.
I'm doing a medley of my greatest hits. Yeah, we are. I've got a lot of stuff coming out. We've revived a lot of the children's stuff, but also a lot of the adult stuff that I've written. People forget. I don't know what's wrong with my throat right now.
Okay, we get some water?
Yeah, no, I will actually. When I say I do adult music, it sounds like it's X-rated, doesn't it? But people are so used to the kids' music, I get, well, I've got this with an adult song. It's not that kind of adult song, but yeah. So, but I've always loved working with children. It's wonderful, it's very heartening to see what we achieve. And I can't take the credit. The wonderful teachers we have and the people who work with the foundation work all over Australia looking after disadvantaged and Indigenous kids. So it's a dream come true for me, because it was. I know how music helped me when I was a kid, when things weren't so hot. Yep. And it started out as a little idea, and now it's become been a wonderful thing.
Oh,
well, fantastic to hear, yeah.
Don's greatest hits are available through his website, and there are hits, plural, donspencer.com.au. All the proceeds go to the Australian Children's Music Foundation. Don, you're such a gentleman, lovely man. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure to speak to you.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you, really. Thank you.